joined today by Carmen.
Hello. Oh, sup nerds! Damn it! Sup nerds! I'm so out of it. Okay, try again.
No, that's fine. That's good. That's perfect. That was really good.
Oh my god, I don't believe anything you said.
That was great. That was just as good as
my fucking logo?
Fine.
Yeah, okay, introduce yourself.
It's good.
And Selena.
This is still Selena.
We're a little out of practice because we haven't recorded in a while, but we're excited to get started again.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to talk today
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. About ghosts.
I'm so excited. That's so spooky.
Woo.
Okay. Oh my gosh, oh my god.
Like the concept of ghosts, not like a show of ghosts.
Yeah, no. Like the concept of ghosts, because like in pop culture right now, like stuff like true crime and supernatural and stuff is really popular. And like tons of the TV shows out there are based on like supernatural like ghosts and stuff, like Ghost Whisperer. We've got like the Vampire Diaries, iZombie, like tons of
everything. Yeah, people love the undead,
right?
People want to fuck the undead. Isn't that wild? Like a lot of people do.
What a world we're living in, man.
I know, it's crazy.
So I guess we'll start off with the most generic question.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Here's my position. I don't believe in ghosts, but if anything mildly spooky ever happened to me, my stance would switch immediately.
I am completely the same.
Like, even if, like, if I was, like, going in a basement and there was, like, a sound that I didn't like, I'd be like, okay, I believe in ghosts now, and that's a ghost.
100%.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, we're not talking about the afterlife, because that's, like, a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's just
we're
ghosts.
just talking about,
like,
ghosts.
Like,
spirits
existing.
Well, yeah, ghosts could
like,
very well exist, but, like, how one would become a ghost is a completely different topic that I have no idea about.
How you interact with them.
Can they touch you? Can you touch them? If they can touch you and move shit around, can you... Like, there's always that thing where, you know, they're throwing knives at you, but you can't touch them because they're ghosts. You just go through them, and it's like, well, if they can touch the physical objects,
What's the truth?
Why can't I touch them, you know?
Yeah.
That's some double standard bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Take that.
Ghosts.
So have you guys ever had a, like, ghost experience?
No, but if I had, then I would believe in ghosts. Because I'm not stupid. I've seen movies. I know when to, like, switch and, like, believe in, like, the plot of the movie, you know? Like, you just... So, I haven't, but I know a lot of people who have. And, like, my partner's had a ghost experience. And anyone who knows him, or, like, you wouldn't think that, like, he doesn't seem like the kind of person that would have that.
No, he's too busy playing video games to ever notice a ghost.
Right? Like, he has too many things going on, like painting miniatures by himself.
A whole horde of ghosts could walk behind Dakota while he's painting miniatures and he would not notice.
And yet,
or
he's
like,
had an experience, so I want to hear that story.
Well, yeah, it was, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. It was when he was, like, younger, and his great-grandma was sleeping. Basically, he was sleeping in the basement, and he was sleeping in the room right below her.
Oh, okay.
And then he had, like, a vision of, like... I can't really remember the story exactly, but he had a vision of, like, a little girl in a dress, like, descending from above, down.
Yeah.
And, like, he kind of, like, bolted out of bed, and then he, like, went under his bed to grab, like, his katana or his machete or whatever, and, like... turned to face her, but she was, like, gone. And he says that he feels like he was conscious, like, it doesn't seem like a dream. Like, he kind of, like, remembers, like, seeing her, like, come down. Yeah. And what he found out later was that his great-grandma lost a little sister at around that age. And so he's wondering, like, the reason that he thinks it might be something is because it happened to be the night that his grandma was sleeping right above him. And the ghost also came, like, top down. So, like, it was coming, like, from... where he thinks she might have been sleeping. So he thinks that maybe it was, like, her little sister or something.
See, it's... People... Again, I don't really believe in ghosts, but there's a lot of stories out there people have where they don't know, like, a family member's passed away, and then they appear to them, and they think it's a dream, but they're like, wait, I was awake? And they're like, it might have been them, and then they find out the next morning that they, like, passed away, and sometimes, like, the time frames are the same.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a ghost?
Oh, have you?
Well, I've never seen an actual, like, ghost appear, but when I was a kid, I swear to God, our house was haunted.
Yeah.
Because I used to, every single night, I would always hear the faucet running like full blast in our bathroom that was across the hall from my room, and I thought it was my brother who got up in the middle of the night every night, and this happened for months, and then I was just like, you know what, when you get up to go to the bathroom, you do not need to turn the faucet on full blast because it is very loud because we have a tiny house, right? And he's just like, I don't wake up in the night. He's like, I haven't gotten up in the middle of the night in like forever. And then like nobody seems to have ever gone to the bathroom. And just like, I know.
The ghost has to wash their hands.
I know. It's like, but it's like little things like that. And I would always hear the fridge opening, or I would hear like one time I woke up and my this was actually kind of creepy looking back, because I was lying with my pillow and then I woke up and I was like more vertical than I should have been, and when I went to pull my pillow, I heard that sound. Like that, you know? And then I was tired and I didn't think anything of it. I just pulled it and then went back to sleep. But then, like, the next day I was like, that was really freaking creepy, because I very clearly heard that sound.
Yeah, but, like, when you were so sleepy, you
But I've never
like...
seen anything, so...
I don't know if you
pretty,
need to, like...
That's pretty, intense, I gotta say.
Or, like...
If you bought a house and you thought it was haunted,
Oh my
would
God.
you move?
Yeah, I've seen movies. I've seen movies.
I'm not an idiot.
I've played Call of Cthulhu. The thing is if you buy a house that's haunted, that means, and this is like from my research, my science, okay? From the movies I've seen, if you buy a house that's haunted, it means that the ghosts are gonna slap you in the face.
Selena Science.
Yeah, like you can't
Trademark. I just want to know, is it a house I have bought by myself, or is it like a house I've bought with someone else?
Let's say you have control over whether you move or not.
Well, no, it's just that if I'm moving in by myself and I'm alone in a haunted house, fuck no. But if I'm, like, someone else is there...
Wait,
like,
you think Mitch is gonna punch a ghost? You think Mitch is gonna square up with a ghost?
It just wouldn't be as
Square
scary.
off.
I would just be like, oh, did you see that? He'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, whoa, that's weird. And then we could, like, I don't know.
Well, have a
hang
good
out
time
together.
and laugh about it. Maybe. Hey, ghost.
Like, I'm not
let's have a
religious, but if
kiki.
I thought my house was haunted, I would find... like a priest or something from every known religion or anything and have them all bless every corner of my house.
Well, I think it's more like you also like, oh my gosh, okay, so I have some friends I have weird friends. So some of them were really into like the occult and like Ouija boards. So they would like do it, but they would like believe in it. Like, so it wasn't like a YOLO party thing. So they were like, they took it seriously. And what I thought was so smart is they only, because I guess the way that Ouija boards work is like you have to draw like a door for the ghost to come through. Like you open a portal.
Oh.
And so they only did that like outside of their house.
Oh,
They never did it inside their house, because if something went wrong, there would be a portal.
Exactly.
That anything could come in through. So they only did it like in, I think it was like they would go like to the park and like smoke weed and like do it at night somewhere, whatever. You know what I mean? But like that way, if you fuck up,
which you always do.
Do you know what the
and I was
number
like,
one
that's so
rule of
smart.
Ouija is?
What?
Don't Ouija.
You always have to say goodbye. If you don't say goodbye, you don't close the portal.
Oh my god. Yeah, and I
gotta send some emails.
Can you say, and I was like, okay, that's so smart, because dumbass me, I would be like, oh, come in spirits, and then I would say peace out, and then they would be like, they would be like, guess I can just stay and
hang out with you forever now.
Possess you because I'm a demon.
But what about your ghost story before you change?
Oh, I don't have a ghost story.
Oh.
But I do get a weird fascination from watching those ghost hunting shows.
Oh,
Do you guys watch those?
Yeah.
There's one on put out by BuzzFeed. It's
I
called
love
Unsolved.
that one. Yes.
And I like it because one guy is like super believes it, one guy's a super skeptic.
They're so
and so
fun.
it's like the guy who super believes, he's like, oh, it's a voice, and the other guy's like, no, it wasn't.
It was a mouse.
He's like,
No.
I don't care. Like,
And he always like threatens the ghost. He's like, come and kill me, throw me against the wall, take over me. And then he's just like,
I would
no.
never do that.
Whereas the other one's like shaking with a bottle of holy water, just like,
That's the thing. When we saw Paranormal Activity, I went with one of my friends, and she thought the movie was so funny and cheesy, and she was laughing at many parts of Paranormal Activity. Like, she thought it was funny, and I was like, okay, that's cool. When I got home, because we saw a night movie, obviously, I literally put on the Disney Channel, and I stayed up with the lights on until the sun came up, because I was so freaking creeped out about Paranormal Activity.
I got second degree scares from that movie because I can't watch horror movies, and my sister watched it, and then I can't remember if we were at my grandparents' house or my dad and my stepmom's house, but they have the attic where it's just the hole. And you have to, like, pop it up.
Oh
and
my
the
God.
one in my old grandparents'
That's where
house,
demons go.
The
you
one in
guys.
my grandparents' house was right on the roof above the room we stayed in when we were at my grandparents'
God,
house.
they're right above
so she
you.
she could not handle it.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? And she told me, I was like, let's just barricade the door a little, okay?
Well, I should have mentioned that, when I stayed up all night, I stayed up in my brother's room because my room, guess what it has above my bed? The fucking hole for the attic.
Oh!
Like, it was sealed off, painted in. It was just insulation up there because, of course, we wanted to go up when we first
That's what
moved
you
in.
think.
But yeah, no.
That's
I was
what
like,
you think's up there.
right? That's what my mommy told me.
So do you know?
So, okay. So you've seen Unsolved. Have you seen, like, the ones like Ghost Adventures where they're all like, everything is a ghost?
Yeah. It's entertaining. It's, like, fun. I don't
Do you
believe
take it
that you
serious,
can...
or do you just take it as entertainment?
I don't
like,
think
between
that
the
you
two
can
of them?
go... They're entertainment, because I don't think that you can ghost hunt. I think it's supposed to be, like... If that were to happen, I think it would be, like, moments that are specifically, like, chosen to be revealed to, like, one specific person. Mm-hmm. I don't...
But I think also it depends if you're watching Ghost Hunters on a sunny Saturday afternoon or if you're watching it at, like, midnight on Friday the 13th. Then it becomes very real.
Yeah, but, like, I don't think that, like, you can ghost hunt.
Yeah.
No.
Or, like...
Even though you've seen them with all of their ghost hunting equipment?
Yeah, I think it's more about, like, being... I don't know. I feel like it's more of, like, a specific, like, moment that you can't really seek out.
If you could go ghost hunting, would you?
No, because I'm a big wiener. And, I'm like, no. I don't want to tempt fate.
Would you,
I would just
Carmen?
like to say, in the last house I lived in with my boyfriend, I did not one time go into the basement to do laundry without him coming with me because it was so spooky down there.
Yeah, but you have, like, the serial killer / ISIS basement.
Okay, so a ghost is gonna inhabit, like, the Taj Mahal? Like, no, it's gonna be a creepy-ass hallway and it's dark. And no, I would not, even if you paid me, I would not ghost hunt. Nope.
No, you wouldn't.
No, hell no.
Would you? You would ghost hunt?
I get scared really easily, so I feel like I can't even watch horror movies.
Yeah, and like...
But at the same time, I'm like, could I try it? Would I die?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
you guys, I actually have, like, such a spooky story. So my dad's friend was selling some property.
Sorry, your dad has just been through so much.
I know.
That I just
He has a
don't know.
wild life. My parents have wild lives. But my dad's friend was, like, selling this property out in the country. And so they were, like, taking pictures, because you have to take a bunch of pictures to sell it, and they have, like, a few acres of land. Like, it's a really nice property. And in one of the pictures, they were looking, and they developed the film, and a shed was in the picture. Mm-hmm. And they were like, but we don't have a shed.
What?
And so, yes, no, I was
A
serious.
whole building?
There's a whole building. And so they went... And they, like, looked at the pictures. They were like, what the hell? And they, like, went to the place where the picture was taken, and there's no shed there. What? So they were like, how could we have taken a picture? This is, like, real. And they went and they managed to do research and find the old blueprints for the house.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, a much older house. And there used to be, like, a shed there, but it was, like, torn down.
I would just take 1,000 pictures of that spot to see if I could make it happen again.
Yeah, like, isn't that so scary?
That's terrifying.
So
and it's like
weird. I would walk and I'd be like, is it like an invisible freaking...
Well, I would want to dig underneath.
I'm just imagining now Carmen running through a field going, where are you, shed? I will find you.
Shed, but isn't that creepy?
Yeah, that's super creepy.
That is super creepy.
You hear about that a lot, though. People take pictures of their family, and there's, like, some random old lady that no one knows who it was, and she's just standing behind everyone, and it's, like, super creepy. And they're like, no one else was in the house that day.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen, like, videos online? Like, it's really bad in the UK where, like, people will set up security cameras.
Oh, I'm gonna...
And then they'll, like...
my god.
And then they'll, like, show, like, doors opening, chairs moving, things being thrown around. And you're like, are they doing it for attention? Or is this
staged?
real?
Or is it...
Yeah, it's really hard to, like, judge whether it's real or not. Like, part of me wants to be like, oh, that's totally real, that's so creepy. And then part of me is like, but it can't be.
But maybe the more you believe, the more it will happen. I think they actually did a movie about that where, like, the ghosts could come and literally murder you, but only if you, like, believed that they were real.
Sense.
It was crazy. So yeah, like, people that are, like, looking for it, you know, they're probably going to find it.
You see what you look for. Yeah, that makes sense to me too. Like,
in one sense, but on the other sense, it's like they should exist or not. Like, are they attracted to the people that believe because their minds are open to them or something?
I don't know.
It's really weird.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Like, there have been studies done where they've discussed the fact that there are, like, types of, I think it's like sound waves or something, where like we can't hear them, but if you're around them enough, they'll like fuck with your brain and make you like,
what?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but like there are some like scientific like explanations that could explain why people think they see things. But then at the same time, if I was sitting here and I watched my cupboard doors open, I would lose my shit. Because there would be no explanation.
Yeah.
Lose my
Zero.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. But also, like,
that's why I'm thinking, I'm like,
so like, it's tough because I've never had that experience and I'm inclined to not believe in the supernatural. But also, like, I've said I've, like, watched movies and I've also, like, had friends who have had experiences and I'm inclined to believe... Because I value their opinions and I trust them, I'm inclined to believe that.
I actually read one time, I did wake up one time as a kid and I saw what looked like my friend standing at the foot of my bed in this like long white dress.
God. Oh
my God. I was like, what the heck? And then as I sat up and I like blinked and then it was gone, right? But I read somewhere that when you first wake up, something about the chemical in your brain that lets you dream, it can still be there, and that's why sometimes people see things.
That's interesting.
So I always just chalked it up to that because it literally was right as I woke up.
Or like sleep paralysis. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that, but one of my friends, she has sleep paralysis, and she literally describes it as not being able to move, and there's something. Like,
exactly.
Like you can literally feel like a force coming. So it's like at the edge of her bed, or it's like watching her, or sometimes it'll move around, but you can like, you're like completely aware of like this other presence, but you can't move at all.
Yeah, I think like
I had
my
it
worst
once
fear.
when I was in university, when I went home one weekend, and I remember I was sleeping, I had nightmares, like aliens freak me the fuck out, can't handle it.
Me too,
and I had like this nightmare and it like involved alien, and like I woke up, I was under my blankets. I'm like suffocatingly warm. I could not physically move for 10 minutes.
God.
Yeah.
Like I could not convince my body to move.
Yeah.
And when I finally did, like threw myself out of bed, punched my light on, and I'm like 19 at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom!
Yeah, exactly.
And just like, what is going on? I was like, nightmare, bad nightmare. No, bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have always found that having pets kind of completely curbs that, because if I'm like, my dog is sleeping on my bed and I'm just like, it doesn't matter because as long as my dog's not reacting, then I'm okay.
No.
Yeah.
I know.
No. Animals will tip you off, man.
Exactly,
Like,
that's what I mean.
If ghosts are real, I believe that animals know they're there.
Or like cats.
That's what I mean. So like, if
No,
I'm
dogs do it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because, okay, this isn't really a ghost story, but it's about the closest I've ever gone.
Yeah.
So we have a picture up on our wall. I have 2 corgis. And we have a, like, thrift store picture of a corgi up on our wall that somebody gave us. And when I first put it up, I was laying on the couch that night, and Winnie was lying with me, and she just started growling. And I'm like, why are you growling? It's just us.
She's
like, there's
growling
no
at
one else.
the demon!
She's just, like, growling.
Oh
and then
my
she's
God.
like, she's getting really upset. I'm like, and I can't see anything. I'm like, oh my God, my house is haunted. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Who do I call? Oh my God.
Ghostbusters.
And then I realized she was making fucking eye contact
Yeah.
with the corgi
Corgi.
in the picture. She was freaking out about the corgi in the
That's
picture.
hilarious.
I took it down. She was fine.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she
God.
just
I
wanted
was
to
like,
fight that corgi.
I was like, what the fuck?
Like, I see you, bitch.
That happened to me at nighttime. Remember how I said my dog is fine because she always tips me off? One time, she stood up on my bed
my God.
and faced, I have a walk-in closet.
Oh my
That's
God,
like ridiculous.
no!
So
She
she's
faced the
staring at my closet,
Oh, I would
growling.
cry.
And I always have stuff hanging, like, so
my
I couldn't
God.
close the door, so the door was always open and there was always shapes and stuff, but she's growling, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm like, come on, back to bed. And then she's growling, and I'm like, I physically pick her up because she's small, and I'm like, trying to cuddle her, and she shakes off, goes to the edge of my bed, and starts growling at my open closet door again.
Oh, I would
and I'm getting really
pass
freaked
out.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay. So then I pick her up and I put her on the ground and I was like, go get it. And she ran over to the mirror, the full-length mirror I have right beside my closet. And growled at it. She was looking at her own freaking reflection.
Oh, dang.
That was a big relief because, you know, my attic is right above my bed and now
like
my
the
closet.
closet
yeah.
is where they hide,
I
right?
know, it is.
Oh, I would have passed out.
Although I've
from
heard
fear.
enough true crime stories that I am also like, you could have had somebody living above your closet and you just didn't know.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That
They
shit
sneak down
happens.
to steal your Halloween candy and stuff, right?
Well,
Living in
It
your attic.
happens. It's creepy.
So creepy.
So-
Fucking ninjas, though, man.
Right?
Props
Right.
to them.
Right? So you wouldn't go ghost hunting.
No,
If
I want
you-
to live.
if you had to stay in a place that was reportedly haunted,
Like one of those haunted hotels? Or...
Yeah. Say you had no choice, what would you do if you had to stay in a haunted
Well,
hotel?
what I would do is I would just sleep in shifts with my partner.
Would you want to be awake to witness that by yourself?
Well, that's why you have your partner to wake up. Like, so it's like when D&D, where you sleep in shifts so that if there's an encounter...
comes back to D&D.
Well, yeah. So, like, you know, like, you want to make sure that if there's an encounter, you at least have someone to wake up the rest of the party.
Oh.
So I would have a party of people, and I'd probably bring my friends who are witches. And because they would probably know more about, like...
The supernatural.
They could probably punch ghosts. I don't know. Witches, I'm sorry. I don't... Disclaimer to the witches.
We should
I'm
get
sorry.
that on a shirt. I'm a witch, I can punch ghosts.
Yes! Yeah. I don't know. I would probably, like, bring Cohen and, like, Shay and, I don't know, like, whoever.
I was thinking kind of the same. I would have at least 5 other people, and we would all have to be in the same bed.
Shifts. Yeah.
I don't even care if we were in shifts, and I would probably take a bunch of, what do you call that? Not sleeping pills, because that's
Melatonin?
Maybe, yeah, just so that
Yeah.
I for sure sleep through the entire freaking
Oh my
night.
god, you would want to... No, you can't sleep, because that's when they get you.
No, I'm going to bed when the sun is still up, and I'm waking up when the sun is up, and then...
But you're just going to... Your plan is to sleep for 12 hours. No! That ghost
I got the plan.
Okay.
So, you set up a camera to watch the room light.
No!
Oh my
First rule,
good
you
God.
never film yourself sleeping. Never. Never ends well. Go on.
You wear a blackout mask,
Oh
noise
my
canceling headphones.
You just try to make yourself like, but no, that would be even
Just
scarier.
block out everything.
No, I need to be aware of what was that. No, you have to sleep in shifts because.
What if you were by yourself though? What would you do? You just stay up all night?
I would
yeah,
rather
I would stay up all night.
Yeah. 100%.
If I had to be by myself, yeah, I would
Lights would be
snort
on,
a bunch of
fire
cocaine
in the fireplace.
so I have enough energy.
Yeah, fucking
And
pound of
stay-
cocaine, sure.
Whatever.
That's your solution for fighting ghosts, a pound of cocaine.
Take
So
this
you
down.
Because then you can see it fall out.
Oh my god! It keeps
Like
you awake.
And then we just party all night with the ghost, man.
Yeah, it's like Polly from Monster High.
If I have to be haunted, I'm at least
Or
gonna have a good
like
time.
my dad has
my
like
God.
okay, someone I know who shall not be identified has stolen holy water from like a church.
Why?
So because that's
Was it
for research. But
Oh, really?
That's weird research.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know more about
it's
that.
fine.
I have
Stealing
questions
is wrong.
as well, but go on.
But like
Those will
that
be
would be a
those will
good
be after the
thing to do
episode.
is like I would because I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm like right on the borderline to believing in ghosts.
Okay.
Like it, right? So what I would do is maybe like go to church and be like, I love Jesus, and it's a Catholic church, and then I would just get like a water bottle and I would just dunk it.
You know, you can go and ask a priest to
Or I
bless
could
water
ask
I
for
was
you.
gonna say, how do you steal holy water in
Do you
front
think
of an
stealing
entire...
it makes it unholy,
Does anybody...
or do you have to ask for?
That whoever stole the holy water, you're gonna have to ask them that moral quandary because
I'll have to ask that person who shall not be named.
I'm pretty sure you might have accidentally named them at the beginning.
I'm just, first of all, how would you go about that? That's like a master plan, because it's probably a big that full of a church full of people.
Well, no,
There,
you can go in off hours because, like,
Yeah.
a lot of churches are
really?
just like open
They
during
just
the
have
day.
the holy water
Yeah.
just sitting
Yeah,
Yeah, because
especially
it's not
like
like they
Catholic churches because
take
you
it
can
away.
go in and like light candles and go pray at like almost any time of the day.
Oh.
So you just need a distraction and a water bottle, basically.
So it's not special water, it could just be tap water, and they could be like, blue, 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 and now it's blessed. Kind of thing.
I can't remember the
I think
exact.
they do something to it, right? Like they do
It's
some
like-
kind of prayer or ritual.
Yeah,
over it.
it's some sort of thing, but like it has to be blessed. But if like you went to a priest and you're like, "Hey, can I get some holy water? I think I'm being haunted."
Well,
I feel
Catholics
like
believe in that, right?
Yeah.
Like my mom was raised Catholic, and like she grew up believing in exorcisms and stuff like
Well, but
that,
then
right?
they
Because that's what
probably-
they literally Catholic priests are people that do exorcisms.
Well, they'd be
Not
the thing,
all
though.
of them. They have to be specially trained.
yeah,
They'd be
but
like, thank you, my child, but take me to the ghost, I'll exercise it for you, right? And
punch
then, what,
the
then
shit-
you're screwed.
I'm a Catholic priest. I can punch ghosts.
And then you're like, now I gotta find a spooky looking building to bring this priest to so that I don't look like I'm weird.
That
stealing
needs
holy
to be
water.
their new marketing campaign to get in people's good books again. We punch ghosts.
I can do it.
No,
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Do you believe in possessions then?
No, but I don't know. Then again, if someone was acting possessed, I've seen enough movies. I've played role playing games for a long time. You just have to accept the reality that you're in. so that you can survive, right? So, like, you know, in movies where, like, clearly haunted stuff is going on, and there's always, like, that one person who's like, I don't believe in it.
There's a scientific explanation.
There's no way this is happening. And then they get freaking ripped to shreds. Yeah, no, I'm not being that person. So I am ready to do whatever I have to do to, like, survive the situation.
Okay, then I have to ask. Okay, you keep talking about ghosts in movies. What is the scariest ghost movie you've ever seen?
Have you guys seen The Changeling? That one really scared me.
No.
It's like an older movie. Let me Google it.
I think the only ghost movie I have seen that comes to mind is Paranormal Activity.
You've never seen Ghostbusters?
That's not a scary movie, though.
1980 thriller / psychological horror, an hour and 55 minutes, 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Composer John Russell is vacationing with his family when a car accident kills his wife and daughter.
Oh, dang.
Distraught with grief, he leaves his home in New York City for a giant, secluded house near Seattle, and then he starts to feel a presence of a boy who drowned.
Is it by Stephen King?
I don't know.
I've seen something like that by Stephen King. I can't remember.
But this guy starts to investigate, like, what happened in the house.
Cool.
It's really
I was going to say, why didn't we talk about The Shining? Or like...
Oh, The Shining is so good. That's such a good movie. Or like Silence of the Lambs did a really good science fiction or supernatural horror movie.
Oh,
really good.
True crime is the true horror.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right? Because it can
true
actually
crime.
Did you guys see the one with Harry Potter in it? Black Widow or something?
I didn't like that one. The Black Lady. That sounded... Lady in Black, thank you.
Is that what it was? I thought it was...
Yeah,
the Lady in
so.
Black or the
Something
Woman in Black.
Okay, something like that. Anyway, Harry Potter was really good.
I didn't like it because
You mean Daniel Radcliffe?
Yes!
Yeah, but
there
like,
you go.
I don't like things where you can't like if it was an adventure, it was a poorly written like Cthulhu adventure because they did all the right steps, but they couldn't win. So like it wasn't like it was presented like they had something that they missed. It was like they kind of went through all the things to like state this ghost, and then it didn't matter because she was just mad. So like
true.
I didn't. That almost made it less scary for me because I was like, that ghost doesn't make any sense.
So what was your scary movie?
Well, like I said, I don't watch horror movies.
Yeah.
But there is one that just recently came out called, I'm going to mispronounce this, La Llorona. And it's based on, I believe it's Mexican folklore. Mm-hmm. She's like the weeping woman. And different stories have been that she was going to get married. She had 2 kids with this guy, and then he left, and in like a fit of rage, she drowned her kids. Oh, man. And then she was like, oh my God, I killed my kids, and she kills herself. Oh. And now she's like trying to get other people's kids to drown.
Oh, weird.
That's a bad way to cope with your grief, but okay.
But apparently it's like really prevalent in like Mexican or Spanish like folklore.
I'll ask my mom about it.
Yeah, you should. Because they actually did it on Unsolved. I mean, it was obviously sponsored because of the movie. But they actually, like, went to places where, like, it's very common for people to say they've, like, seen her. And, like, because it's a big part of, like, the culture there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they believe, so they see.
Oh, yeah. Apparently they use it to scare kids. They're like, don't be a jerk, don't run away, or she's gonna get you.
She gonna come drown you?
Yeah, right?
So...
Okay. So I have a Carmen Explains Things.
Carmen explains things. Carmen explains things. We're talking about ghosts, and I'm scared right now.
Yeah.
I am, actually. I'm so freaked out right now.
Okay, well, hopefully this will give you a laugh. So, Carmen, your topic today is if you were a ghost, where would you haunt?
Ooh. Oh, wow. That is a really cool question. Would I haunt my friends? Would I haunt my enemies?
Okay, well, I'm going to start
know.
the timer, so you get ready?
Okay.
All right. Go.
Okay, absolutely big ass castle because I'm living in style, you know that. I hope that when you're a ghost you get to like decide kind of the area. I feel like in Ireland or England, one of those huge maybe the one that the Queen lives in, that would be so cool because you know the royals, they can't be saying like, oh, there's a ghost up in here. But maybe I'd also haunt the servants, so then they'd be like these fucking crazy servants being like, there's ghosts in here, but I serve the royals and I can't mess up. Anyway, definitely high society is where I would haunt, but maybe somewhere low-key where there also is, like, regular patrons, how, like, Pleasance can also tour the castles, because then I could see you guys, shake you up a little bit. And I would definitely do weird ass shit. Like I would steal all of like the escargot forks, but nothing else. You know?
And nothing else. No more death to the snails.
And I would like roll up only one rug on the 3rd floor every second
Some
Thursday.
real class
you know?
warfare going on here.
Yeah,
Like, I'd have fun as a ghost. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
Castles. Boom.
Okay,
Boom.
so we've learned in that minute, if you are rich or royalty, be concerned about Carmen in the afterlife.
Okay, I'm not gonna haunt some dingy little outhouse. I'm gonna go for like.
Imagine if it was just like
Oh
a
my
roulette wheel,
God.
you didn't know what you got, and then you're like,
that'd be so
outhouse, God.
God, get aside.
They're already there. There's no point scaring the shit out of them.
Oh no.
Oh.
But you know there's somebody out there who would be like, that's what I
don't
want to do.
like-
Yeah, I don't want to meet that person.
I don't like that at all.
Where would you haunt? Just
I
like,
would haunt my friends. I'd be like, what's up?
but what if they're
That's not-
terrified of you?
Okay, no, they wouldn't be.
I actually have a question for haunting. Like when you're haunting your friends, can you just hang out and like watch TV with them, or do
Like,
you have to
probably.
like scare them and like ooh, and stuff?
Well, you have to think about it, I guess, from the concept of you can see them and try to interact with them, but they don't know you're there. So you have to like try to find
Until you
ways to
throw
get their
knives
attention.
into the walls. Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. You're not gonna. What? No, I just feel
Apparently,
like
Carmen's
Brooke,
gonna
you-
throw knives at
That's
us.
what ghosts do when you're haunted. That's what the fear is for. Is that they're throwing and doing things that would
Why
kill
can't you be a nice little?
That's what I'm
friendly
wondering.
ghost?
So when Carmen dies, we're locking down all the knives.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it still a haunting if you're a nice ghost? Does it still count
Yeah,
as being
yeah.
haunted?
Yes,
Oh.
because like evil like spirits are usually a poltergeist. And those ones literally only want to cause like harm and evilness.
Oh, but
like
that
they're
makes
the
sense.
worst.
The ghosts that just open the cupboards and you're like,
Yeah.
damn it, Frank.
Yeah.
Got
You
stuff
would
to
do
today.
that. You would do that. You would be like haunting Mitch, just like open up every other cabinet.
Oh, lol. Yeah.
Just be like, ha, ha. Open all the ones at knee level so he
No.
he walks into them all.
I would be at the castle and I would unfluff the queen's pillow and I'd be like,
Oh.
suck it.
Just
Fuck
sit
it.
on it, put your butt print
Take
on it.
that, colonialism. Revenge.
Okay. So, in preparation for this episode, I decided to Google what the most haunted places in Canada are.
Ooh.
And so I picked one to briefly tell you guys about.
Oh my God.
So-
I'm already
Oh
scared.
god, is it here? I'm gonna die.
It's this
It
house.
is, it is not in the province we are in right now.
Okay.
Okay, does that make you feel better?
Yes.
Okay, so this is out in Vancouver,
Wow.
in Gastown.
What?
It's the old spaghetti factory.
No way.
What?
In
Why?
Gastown, in Vancouver, is one of the most haunted places
Who
in
died
Canada.
That's not scary.
There
Ooh,
are
it's the old
4 ghosts who inhabit this restaurant.
Really?
Yeah. So in the restaurant, they took a decommissioned like trolley car, and it's in the restaurant. So like they have tables in it, so
Oh.
like people can sit in there, and like it's a pretty historical area.
Right.
And so with the trolley car, there's apparently a man who does not want to be separated from the trolley car, and he's been seen like walking around. He moves around cutlery and
yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they're
He
like,
gets it.
okay. He's not the worst though. There's a
God.
little boy ghost,
Okay.
and apparently he scares women in the bathroom.
Okay.
Wow.
And apparently he calls out the staff names.
Oh, that's creepy.
I'm crying in the club right now. you
See,
guys.
they rolled
Oh my
poorly on
God.
that roulette wheel because there's
Right?
no way they'd
Like,
want to haunt it.
the old spaghetti factory. I'll show
Right?
you old.
I looked at the list. I was like, "What's the most ridiculous one?" I was like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
one."
Yeah.
Okay, there's a little girl
Oh my
who
God.
apparently stands in front of the window with what looks like a balloon, kind of like Pennywise
Oh,
style.
I hate that. Oh, I do not like
And
that.
there's a second little boy
Oh God, get these kids
okay.
out of
who
here.
apparently looks like his eyes are missing.
Oh.
It will lead staff around the restaurant, and he will also bend utensils and misplace the furniture.
Wow.
Why? That's all I have to ask.
In the article that I read a few. They said that one staff, I think it was a waitress, had an experience with, I think, this second little boy who was like leading her around, and she got so freaked out she left. She's like, I'm out of here.
I mean, kudos to
I
those
can't do
ghosts
that.
for like putting it all in despite being stuck at the
But
spaghetti
like, what do you
factory.
mean she got led around by
Yeah.
this?
Like the
ghost?
little boy ghost was like, here, follow me.
Oh.
and just what led her around?
Yeah.
And just
It's like,
in
here,
circles?
I gotta show you this. You
So
know,
that
sort
makes
of
you
thing.
wonder, even though these are ghosts, it's the kind of ghosts that look exactly like real people, not the ghosts
Yeah.
that are like floating.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're like human enough looking that some people are definitely like, what the hell? But then again, if there's just a little boy scaring people in the women's washroom, that's like, whoa, all right, that's creepy.
I wonder how they keep staff there, man. That's crazy.
Well,
that I did not read.
People like don't know about the haunted old spaghetti factory because it
probably
sounds weird.
It's actually really easy to find online. So
yeah.
I'm sure they'd have to know, right? They probably in the interview they're like, "How do you feel about ghosts?"
Do you feel good about it?
Be like, we have to ask everyone who applies for this job if they can handle ghosts, because if they can't work here. But imagine at Halloween. That place is probably so busy.
Bumping,
so like,
yeah.
ghosts. Would you go there? Would you go eat?
Yeah,
at a
because
haunted
the old spaghetti factory is the least scary place in the world.
Right?
They have a really good deal. Their coleslaw is great. You know, like
again,
their bread is
# not sponsored.
On a sunny afternoon, yes,
but open for it.
10 o'clock at night, no.
No, you wouldn't go at night.
No, I go in the day, sure.
No, I feel like sometime we should try one of the ghost tours in our town.
No.
Just to like say we did it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. I didn't even know there were any here. So.
We'll just voice record the whole thing. It'll just be us screaming the whole time.
Oh my god!
Tyler will
At
be
the
like,
old spaghetti factory.
Tech Wizard Tyler will be like, I will not release this.
You know, we did the Jack the Ripper tour in England.
My
oh, did
and
you?
that was really cool. So it probably would be cool to do a ghost tour here.
All right. Well, I think that's a pretty good little discussion about ghosts.
We got it. We made a plan.
Yeah.
Activities next weekend.
Next weekend. We might have to wait till Halloween when they actually start up. Right. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Selena's like having a
I'm not ready
borderline meltdown right now.
Because like
it's too much.
Many months away. It's okay.
It's okay. We'll put you between two of our witch friends, and you'll be safe.
You go.
Yeah, they can punch the ghost. We're good. Witch friends, punch them. Boom. Bada boom.
Okay, now that Selena's excited, we better.
Here's to you, ghosty. Just punching them.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, I think punching ghosts is a good way to go out with this episode. So
that's how I want to die.
So I want to thank Carmen and Selena.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Also, thank you, Tech Wizard Tyler, for being here today. Big thumbs up from the corner. All right. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please go rate and review on all platforms. We are at Darling Dorks Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. Our
whatever.
Our email is darlingdorkspodcast@gmail.com. Send us ideas, comments, questions, anything. We are totally open to hearing from you guys about anything you want to call us out on, or I want your opinion on these things, because Selena wants to answer all of our hate mails, so we really need some to have that happen. So you really need to.
Yeah, please.
And again, thank you, Tech Wizard Tyler. Please go check out his YouTube channel, Fourth Wall Creations. Go check out the sitcom. It is awesome and it's ongoing, so subscribe so you don't miss out. And I guess we will see you all next time. So in the meantime, stay darling and stay wonderful dorks. Bye!
Bye. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, what if there was a ghost and instead of going ooh, it went ooh? Ooh. I would not be scared of that ghost.
The Darling Dorks podcast is produced by Fourth Wall Creations, taking names and kicking ghosts, and I'm terrible at remembering names. Music for Darling Dorks was made by Showbiz, who are releasing their debut album Illusion this upcoming fall. Thanks for listening.